In exactly 5 weeks, a soaring $11 valuation was decimated, evaporating 80% of its value in a sheer drop. At the center of this wreckage is the BEAT token. BEAT completely avoided the mechanics of a crude exit scam or a fleeting rug pull. Investors bought into a highly anticipated, intricately layered Web3 ecosystem engineered for longevity. Its eventual collapse represents a modern financial disaster. The wealth destruction resulted directly from the inevitable physics of its own architectural hubris. The foundation of this system was laid entirely on the BNB smart chain. Above that base layer sat Audiera, a reimagined rhythm and dance game, promising a digital paradise populated by AI idols and backed by a marketplace of NFT music. The economic engine driving this paradise relied on agent-driven gameplay. This mechanism was designed to generate a completely self-sustaining internal loop of digital commerce. Outside the game, real-world momentum was accelerating. Listings on major legitimate crypto exchanges gave the project the stamp of validation that traditional investors required. Retail euphoria reached an absolute peak when Audiera secured a massive, high-profile tie-in campaign alongside the FIFA World Cup. Surrounded by major brand associations and a polished consumer interface, the market became blind to the mechanics beneath the surface. It appeared to be a perfectly engineered, unshakable financial machine. If we look past the glossy exterior of the gaming platform, we find the actual tokenomics engine powering BEAT. This diagram illustrates a critical structural imbalance. While roughly 309 million tokens were actively circulating in the market, they were completely dwarfed by a fixed maximum supply of 1 billion. Those remaining 700 million units were held back by scheduled token unlocks. This mechanism acts precisely like physical pressure building behind a dam, programming a massive volume of reserve tokens to eventually flood the active pool. As this internal pressure mounted, external market reality flashed bright red. Technical indicators reached extremes, pointing clearly to unsustainable, overbought conditions. Yet a psychological contagion had taken hold. Retail sentiment detached entirely from the data, ignoring the flashing warning signs of an impending supply shock. Any economic system built on perceived scarcity is mathematically doomed the exact moment its automated supply floodgates open. That peak of pure euphoria hit in June of 2026, driving BEAT to an all-time high of $11.10. Then, the scheduled unlocks finally executed, unleashing a devastating wave of new token supply directly into the market. The immediate introduction of that sheer weight instantly crushed the fragile euphoric sentiment holding the price up. Over the next 35 days, the token entered a relentless and highly volatile freefall. When the dust finally settled, the market had to face a bleak new reality. BEAT trading at a mere $2.28. This timeline proves the 80% collapse resulted from a methodical, engineered failure, executing exactly as its underlying code dictated. Surveying the current financial wreckage reveals an eerie reality. Despite the absolute devastation of the token price, the overall market cap remains bloated, hovering around $700 million. This chart shows the token's current technical prison. Price action is suffocating, held by a desperate support floor at exactly $2. Directly above sits an impenetrable ceiling. A $3 resistance level caps any momentary upward momentum, violently rejecting the price, pushing it back down. To combat this, the development team runs weekly token burns tied to platform revenue. However, these function like undersized emergency pumps, completely failing to clear a flooded city. Audiera's brilliant narrative was completely hollowed out by brutal, relentless volatility. The digital utopia runs, but the wealth has vanished. If you still want to navigate these mechanics yourself, you can trade BEAT right now. Find it on Binance, trade on OKX, or swap on PancakeSwap. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and always do your own thorough research before you invest. This is not financial advice.